This is the second tournament that I'm participating in. It is a 16-person double elimination tournament, and behind me you can see the deck list that I'm running. It is the deck theme of Gangsters. So I am pretty excited to try out this sub-theme within the game. And so I chucked in a lot of gangster cards, not all of them, but a lot of them with some tropes and some leads that I think work. So let's get right into the game.
Let's make everyone jump out of their skin.
All right, I have matched with my opponent here, first round opponent, and I will be talking through my thoughts this time. Honestly, it's my first time playing this deck at all. I didn't prepare any practice matches. So my opponent is playing Chicken, Lizard, and Maximus. So Maximus is going to be pretty dangerous, especially on my Spade. The idea with Spade is to play a bunch of tropes. So actually my opponent has the spotlight. So I'm going to play my Donald McDoom, and then the princess. So the idea behind this is that McDoom will read his power ability when he gets on the board. He only generates narrative when he is when the spotlight is on me. So I will raise this up. When I'm in the spotlight, I play a card or land an attack, he gains a star. So I could tell that this turn I would have the spotlight because it switches back and forth, except that there's this card here that I've also never played before, McDoom's Little Princess. If she attacks, dodges, or performs successfully, then I will keep the spotlight instead of losing it. So McDoom wants me to land attacks. Princess, I can attack, dodge, or perform. The question is going to be, is my opponent going to trope me and hit the princess? So I am going to do this, and then this, and attacking or playing a card gets me narrative here, so I'm going to check out the giant Sharkuza. And then the backdraw of the Sharkuza is that it can't damage fully healed characters or characters at full HP. Can't see the card after I clicked submit. But, oh wow. So the sail by shooting hit my princess before she finished her action here. So that's unfortunate. But my point is that the lizard has 5 health and I have the Sharkuza, and the lizard's full health is 6. So I should be able to hit the lizard, except that, of course, my opponent used the what's it called? Conniving Carnivore? Yeah, Conniving Carnivore, which I use a lot in my lizard deck. I think Conniving Carnivore is a really good card when you know how to play with it. So the thing here is the Sharkuza cannot damage this 4 health carnivore. So its drawback is really relevant here. I didn't keep the spotlight, so playing anything doesn't progress McDoom's arc. I imagine that my opponent will try to hit McDoom. And so the question becomes, do I dodge with McDoom or counterattack? Oh, well, if I counterattack, my attacks will land later, based on the scene priority stuff. So do I want to... Let's do this and this. So the idea here is that this will be 2/2 and then it'll hit this. I thought they were going to attack with the carnivore. Chemtrail says 1 damage to all enemies, and all my guys are frozen. Luckily, the Penguin here is at 2 health because of the Peg Governor, so it doesn't die. But of course, all my guys are frozen. So, frozen, you can't even dodge or perform, I think. Yeah, so I cannot take actions, which leaves my guys very vulnerable to being attacked. Oh, right. It has 5 attack. So my characters are pretty vulnerable to being attacked here. And I can't dodge. I can't dodge with the McDoom, and I can't. I don't have any tropes that help me dodge. Sudden reveal brings someone back from the graveyard, and Noir Thinking draws me a card. So McDoom's Princess isn't very strong right here. So I guess my options are to play the bouncer and then summon a lead, and my lead is going to be Rexhaw because it fills the 3 frames. It's a chunkier guy than Spade, and Rexhaw has ways to gain narrative. Spade only gains narrative from playing tropes, and I only have 2 tropes in hand right now. They played another Chemtrail, and because my Rexhaw came into play, no, actually Chemtrail happens at scene end, so my Rexhaw is going to get frozen regardless. Alright, it hurts to have them all frozen again. And I can't even fill all my frames. So because all of my cards here are 2 costs and I have 5 frames, there is absolutely nothing I can do to fill all the frames. So let's Noir Thinking and then Sudden Reveal. I mean, I will probably discard the Sharkuza and then bring it back with Sudden Reveal. At which point it was kind of wasted, like the Sudden Reveal. Well, no, with Noir Thinking, I have to discard something anyway. I could have just discarded the Sudden Reveal. Well, okay, this turn it's moot. But yeah, these Chemtrail freezes are really blocking me from taking some player agency and interacting with my opponent's board. You know, and that's partly my deck choice here. All right, discard, still a Sharkuza, even though it's the one that I drew. I just don't have any tropes that do anything to the board. It relies on me having gangsters. I mean, it's... all right, I get to pick somebody. So Penguin's Tiny's a 1/1. McDoom's Little Princess is just a 2/1. So I am going to pick the Sharkuza, even though it can't damage characters who are at full health. All right, here we go. The penguin, or the chicken arc is completed. So now we are going to get 6 frames since we're in Act 2. I have a provoke, so the first attack in the frame will go to the provoke guy regardless. Which means I can probably take out the conniving carnivore with a combination of attacks. But like I was saying, it's a gangster themed deck, so that you have all these gangster cards like the Tiger Sharkuza, the Great White Sharkuza, which you can see in the bottom there. It has a little gangster tag, and even the Backstreet Bouncer is a gangster. The Pink Governor obviously is a gangster because he buffs up the other gangsters. Maybe I play a Pink Governor. Well, no, he costs 3. So this is the other math thing here, is that even in odd cost cards, it's part of what adds depth to the game, is that the Pink Governor was great in Act 1. He's not so great now, because then I'm spending 3 frames and I have 6. All right, so I traded with the Vaccinate Doctor. Oh, sorry, I thought this was Maximus. So my opponent is really going to want to try to summon Maximus and then hit the Rexhaw. Oh, interesting. Because Maximus's ability, which we will show on the screen here, is that when he enters, he swift attacks a selected enemy, and then when my enemy lead gets killed, Maximus gains 4 narrative stars, and he only needs 8 to win. So killing 2 leads completes Maximus's arc. McDoom is eligible to be summoned back on the board again. And I have... Wow, I drew both Pink Governors, and I have no tropes. So Spade is in here because I have some tropes that I want to play, like Noir Thinking. But we can see this game I didn't really play enough of them to merit putting Spade on the board. But also, as I said earlier, Spade only has 3 health. So Maximus would snipe him really quickly. I don't have the Spotlight, but... Oh, McDoom costs 3. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to play out a Pink Governor and a McDoom, make full use of my frames, because McDoom is going to be pretty hard to summon otherwise. without some kind of odd cost cards in my hand, odd cost cards that I want to play. And then next turn, I will have the spotlight, and McDoom's ability will be active.
It's gonna be
Except that I got chemtrailed again. Wow. Oof. So now everybody's frozen, and everyone takes 1 damage, which means that I can't attack or perform. And McDoom wants me to play cards and attack. So, wow. I guess I Noir Thinking and Sharkuza and Princess. But I'm using a lot of resources this turn to do very little on the board. My opponent doesn't have much of a board. Normally I would like to perform a bunch and take advantage of my opponent's lack of board state, but they froze me. So the tropes that they're playing are very good. Now I have to choose somebody to discard. I think I'll keep the sudden reveal and give up Pin Governor. I think they're too hard to cast right now. Pin Gangster seems to have some utility here, where I can back hunt one of my opponents. All right, so I finished my McDoom. My McDoom's narrative arc, which means that we are in Act 3. And I believe in Act 3, everybody gets 6 frames, just like Act 2. I will lose the spotlight, but that seems to be okay because I did finish McDoom. And the game seems a little stuck. I don't know what the countdown was for. New scene. Well, the game's in playtest. Bound to have bugs like that. My opponent is saying that they had a similar problem. The wait time with the countdown was for Area 51 Salvager. They got to choose a card in extras and draw it back into their hand. So, yeah, they had to do that within time. And now what do I do? Wreckshot also costs 3 frames. He's really close to being done. Okay, let's do this and this. Timeout. So I spoke too long and was messaging my opponent to make sure everything was okay and did not get to do exactly what I thought through in the turn. Ooh, I didn't think about this. So summoning a new lead sends my lead off the board and gives the lizard a narrative star because the lizard says whenever another character or crew leaves the set, gain narrative. So yeah, I helped my opponent win there by not thinking about all of the effects on the board. So I think we are going to hop right into the next game, which is same decks. And it's best 2 out of 3. So yeah, I can't change my deck right now. That's what the rules that we agreed on, no sideboard. The game doesn't have a built-in sideboard anyway. So I can't change up my deck list, but what I do need to remember is that they have a bunch of these chemtrails. So how do I avoid the chemtrails? There are tropes in the game that let you unfreeze your own characters. There are even some side characters that they perform or something, they can unfreeze your other characters. So that would be nice to, to have to counter this type of deck strategy, but it's not something that I do possess. Okay, so again, Lawrence landed the spotlight first, which I think is good for me. So I'm going to... Ooh, I have a strat here. So I'm going to Pen Gangster, and Pen Gangster says, well, we'll look at it when it's on the board, but it says Pack Hunt, which says that any unfrozen character attacks with it. So let's read Pack Hunt. When this lands an attack, all other unfrozen characters of the same tribe also attack the same target. So I'm going to try to summon a Pen Governor and then attack with the... Well, Pack Hunt. When this lands an attack, I'm going to try to get some other gangster out there. And I do think that has to be Pen Governor. And then I'm going to do this. And that's all the frames I have for the turn. 3 to summon, 2 to attack. So that is my turn. I have a lot more cards in hand for choices in the future. Yeah, so the Vaccinate Doctor also gives all of my characters Splinter, which is going to be tough here. And that's why I chose the chicken. Wow. All right. So my 3 health Pen Gangster survived the chicken attack. And now I'm going to get a counter attack here. And that gives +1 damage. So it'll be the 2 base, 3 from the Pen Governor, +1 from the counter attack. And I do have Splinter because of the Vaccinate Doctor. So my Pen Gangster, my Pen Gangster takes damage in return. Vaccinate Doctor was a good call on their part. I would have a much more threatening board right now if the Pen Gangster was still alive with the pack. So to resolve that, if my McDoom still has 7 health, so I think I will try to kill the Vaccinate Doctor. Enter, yeah. So when the Penguin enters, it will swift attack an enemy character. It is currently +1/+1, or it's 1/1 base, but it's going to get +1/+1 from the Pen Governor. So let's send it in and hit the Vaccinate Doctor. And then spend the rest of my frames on ropes because... No, actually that's a bad idea. McDoom says whenever you play a card, so trope or character. So I'd rather have my characters in play. I'm going to do the Charcuza instead. I don't know. I was considering playing the 2 cost
Do you really want to pick a bone with me?
Great White Charcuza and doing something else, but that would have been like a dodge on the McDoom. And yeah, they didn't have any swift attacks. So that wasn't going to... the dodge would have been pointless. Oh, I could have performed. That's what I should have done. I should have played the Charcuza and performed. Yeah, so I love that you can perform in this game. I love that it's one of those options where I feel I don't want to attack, I don't want to defend. You can perform, and you get an Eric Star out of it. So, love that. Forgot about that. Couldn't forget. However, this says it attacks the character on an enemy flank, so I have to kill it. It's probably going to dodge. If my opponent catches here that I'm going to run this attack in, then they would dodge. But I don't think I have another choice, especially because the Charcuza's attack is 3 frames total. And then I'll just Noir thinking, because as I explained last scene, any card played here gives Doom a narrative, because I'm in the spotlight. So they performed later, and they played the Brainwash right now. So all of my guys are frozen by 3. I guess they were hoping to land the freeze active frame. Right, I have to discard someone into extras. I think it's going to be the Charcuza. They just don't have any narrative to steal right now. If the freeze active frame landed before my attack active frame, and the active frame is the yellow frame, then I think my attack would have been nullified. So that wasn't too bad of a choice on their part. Try to get my guys frozen. So My McDoom is still 7 health. I think they're going to have a difficult time swiping out a 7 health McDoom. And if I put Richard Spade on the board, they could Maximus him very easily. So let's play this trophy baiting trope and a pen gangster. So I like the pack hunt. It's part of what makes this gangster style, this gangster theme work, is that any gangster attacks with the pen gangster because of the pack hunt. So yeah, let's recover pack hunt, because I've never actually used the pack hunt feature, the pen gangster, before this deck. When this lands an attack, all other unfrozen characters, also attack the same target. So yeah, if I had unfrozen guys and a high health enemy, that would be very useful, but that's actually not the case right now. No one is unfrozen. I could summon someone, like I could summon the Great White Sharkuza or the Backstreet Bouncer. The problem with the Backstreet Bouncer is that he freezes if he bounces into somebody that my opponent plays. There's another Gladiator, but I can't deal with it as smoothly as I did with the Sharkuza before, and I'm in the spotlight. So the other thing about Noir Thinking is that once you discard the card, you gain a narrative stuff with it. And I will gain another one from McDoom. So yeah, let's play Noir Thinking, and wow, I ran out of time.
Do you really want to pick up?
Yeah, attacking with the Pink Gangster wouldn't have changed anything because of this reflective, proactive reflexes, whatever that card is called. Send someone into extras. I think McDoom's Princess is going to go away because McDoom is probably finished with his arc, so I don't need to worry about the spotlight.
Damn it.
And then, unfortunately for me, since I skipped those, if I had played any card, McDoom would be done. That is rough. Because now I have to generate a star somehow. If McDoom performs and gets hit, then my performance star goes to the opponent. So I don't want to do that. Characters don't deal damage back, so this lethal doesn't benefit me at all. They might try to send the chicken in here to deal it more damage. I don't think the Sharkuza helps me right now because I don't have any ways to damage the characters on the board. I could sudden reveal back somebody that I care about. But I think I'm just going to Bouncer for the Provoke and Pen Governor, because the Bouncer is a gangster as well. So this is what I thought. They sent this in to try to deal with the 7 health. I did not expect Deal Gone Wrong. I probably should have. It's in the action genre. So that's the Cybercox genre.
Did I hear a fracture?
I really probably should have expected Deal Gone Wrong. And then because they killed McDoom with it, they got a star. And as I did expect, they attacked twice with the Cybercock into the Sharkuza. So that finishes the Cybercock's arc, and we are now in Act 2, and I'm really close on the McDoom, but not there yet. So let's go with Spade here, because I have 2 tropes in hand. So we will Noir Thinking and Sudden Reveal. This should put my Spade on 3 narrative right away, and 3 narrative is higher than the Rexhaw would have. Rexhaw only gains when a friendly character lands an attack. So let's see if Spade can take this match home. So yeah, Spade gains narrative from a trope being played, and obviously you can generate narrative in the normal ways, performing, or just stuff like Noir Thinking, which gives you a narrative star for playing it. In Build 28, the spoilers in the Discord have revealed that there are some side characters who have an Enters ability, give you a narrative. So I think that could be pretty strong, especially with a character like Spade, who can turbo draw with Noir Thinking. And Cinephile. Cinephile also helps you with turbo draw. However, at this stage, I don't think that I can No, actually, I don't need Sharkuza. I talked about that. Sharkuza does not really help solve any of my problems right now. So, yeah, choose a character to get back. Oh, I can steal... Oh, let's do this. I'm going to take my opponent's heavyweight gladiator because sudden reveal says any character from extras. I think that's pretty fun. Except that they chemtrailed me. So now all of my characters get frozen. That is rough stuff. Oh, man. Why did... Oh, chemtrail deals 1 damage. So they did a 2 damage trope and then a 1 damage trope, which killed Spade. All right. I might as well. So Spade is frozen here on the backstage for 1 more scene. I don't have the spotlight, so I might as well get the McDoom and then play the Cinephile because I'm not really doing anything else this turn. They killed my gladiator. Yikes. Yikes, I really wanted that 5/5 gladiator. They perform with the chicken, which, so now that the chicken is full, will generate free narrative, and then that's why I love the conniving carnivore. Yeah, great choice, Lawrence. Using the carnivore to kill an already completed lead and give you 2 free narrative is just chef's kiss. Now they will have 3 free narrative to give to whichever lead comes on the board. They're probably going to try their absolute hardest to kill McDoom with... I mean, they don't have to kill it with Maximus. They just need to kill it while Maximus is on the board. Maximus enters in the second frame of his cost. So let's use McDoom's ability to give me 1 narrative while I have the spotlight. None of my guys are good. 1/1, 2/1. I mean, the bouncer is average, and then Gangster. It's just a 2/2. And not only is he 2/2, but the backstreet bouncer is going to get frozen. So let's send anybody out. It doesn't matter to complete the McDoom, and then Spade, and then bouncer. Yikes. I once again almost ended the turn without queuing up all of my actions. So the reflexes lets them hit the provoke character for just 1 frame. And swift attack, so the carnivore is not frozen. And then they get to draw somebody from extras. Ooh, I killed it. Oh yeah, it had 2 health. Looks like its enters ability still takes effect, even though I killed it upon entering. And then at least the flank guy can't hit my Spade, but what's probably going to happen is that they summon Maximus and kill my Spade. So let's dodge to prevent that from happening. And then Penguin this in case they don't play Maximus. That should interrupt his attack. And then I guess Cinephile because I can. And then Bouncer, and I'll probably discard McDoom's Little Princess.
You wanted me back. I'm back.
So, like I thought, they played the Maximus. They read that I would dodge with my lead, so they attacked someone else. If I had saved... Oh, right. Discard a card first. If I had saved this attack for later and targeted the gladiator, I could have interrupted that attack, I guess. But that was not the attack pattern I was expecting. So I am in a pickle here, because if I let them kill my Spade, I will probably lose. So let's play a sudden reveal, tick that up on Spade, and then bring in somebody else. Unfortunately, both of my leads enter in the 3rd frame of their cost, so I'm pretty sure Spade is going to die, but let's just act as though he won't and play from there. I get to pick anybody. to Vaccinate Doctor because the Splinter may help me out here. It kind of did. I forgot that I had 2 provokes that protect me. They were able to take advantage of Backstreet Bouncer's effect to kill him without spending an attack on him. And then Maximus performs... Oh, right. I have to discard first, so bye-bye the other Cinephile crew. And then I guess I want to save my Noir Thinking for Spade. Which means that I play Sharkuza, I dodge with this, and then I attack the Gladiator because, well, I could have attacked Maximus. I have 5 attack, which is really, the 5 attack Dinosaur Rexhaw really squares up well against the characters that my opponent has on the board. But they're just going to get the lead back, so I need to get the Gladiator out of the way. Unfortunately, the game crashed. So, darn, I don't know why it crashed. I wasn't doing anything particularly out of the box. Maybe all of our both players taking the characters out of extras caused that, but I was pretty much... The Spade was too vulnerable. I would have gotten maybe 2 more from 3 narrative to 5 with the Noir Thinking, and could have maybe performed a little and gotten up to 7, but Maximus only needed 4 stars. So I think that I will just consider that a forfeit loss. I mean, a loss. I was mostly on the back foot there. And good games to Lawrence. Yeah, so it's a double elimination tournament, and come back for the next video where I'm in the losers bracket. Thanks for watching.